Hello, family, friends, and fans. I'm Fletcher Rhoden, and this is the Wendy Theory, track by track. We're going through my 2023 pop album and looking at the songs track by track. They used to do this in the old days, where they'd, have George Harrison go through the track list of, say, Abbey Road and give his impression of each song. So I'm sort of doing that, only we'll be doing it on consecutive days, and every song discussed in a video will be there'll be a link to it beneath the video, such as there is on this one, so you can go listen to the song I'm discussing, and then you can decide if I'm right or wrong or what your impressions are. Come back, make a comment. I'll respond in kind. So be kind, and it's an interactive experience to try to draw attention to this music that has been released. It's already released. It's not new, but still it's new to you, or maybe it isn't. Maybe you're a fan. I don't know. I don't know. But let's get to it. So, bovine swine. Now, uh, here we're getting to the end of this song. This is a song actually about. It seems to be about a romance that's breaking up. A lot of these songs on this record are about romances gone wrong. So you can definitely feel like this is two people who are cohabitating. They live together and they're breaking up. Actually, it was the song was actually inspired by my for about a year and a half when I was in college. I was living I was sharing an apartment with my older brother. And this song is actually about that situation. But it could be a breaking up romance if you want, you know. Uh, this song is, now I say that no love is divine, and I know never to put pearls before bovine swine. I had a friend, his name was Mark Greenberg, and he was talking around this time. He had mentioned somebody, some woman, I think, some girl we knew, and he said she's a bovine swine, and it was bovine is referring to the cow species. If you're a cow, I think it's family. You're in the bovine family, and pigs are, of course, in the swine family. So a combination of a cow and a pig. It's not a very flattering way to speak of a woman. But I just heard him use that turn of phrase, and I thought I remember I was in his apartment. We were getting high and drinking, and I thought, oh my God, that's great. And I had a band at that time, Avenue Out, and Avenue Out was half of it was my songs, and half of it was my buddy's songs, and then we did some covers. And so at that time, I'm just going to be straight up. That guy was not a good songwriter. His songs were very derivative, very uninventive. They were uninspiring. They were not challenging. They were just excuses to stand at the mic. And so I went out of my way to be a lot more esoteric because our band was going to be a bore. Three musicians, a three-piece band, no soloist, and half the songs were these just boilerplate things that weren't good. So I decided, all right, with my songs, I'm going to go out of my way to be inventive and wild, and I was I was writing songs that a three-piece band could get the most out of, you know. So this is one of those that I wrote really so that the band could do it, so that we would have something interesting on the stage going on. Okay, so this song it's got a ska kind of feel, which I favor. My latest album, 2025's City of Eternal Spring, it's my latest as of this taping. Um, it's got two songs that have a ska kind of feel, and my song "The Truth Has Set Me Free" uh, from the Joy of Song also has that ska feel. So this song is one of my ska tunes. I like that rhythm. It's in 7/4 time, which is a. I also favor odd time signatures. 6/4 is one I like. 7/4. 6/4, no one uses it, but I do. This is in 7/4 time. I just like it. I like the irregularity of it. To me, it's provocative. So, and then the song also has, it breaks into a swing section, or not a swing, a sort of a bebop, breaks into a bebop bridge, and then a funk third chorus, a third verse. It changes because our band was just really running the risk of being boring, of being just another boring band full of boring songs by three boring guys. So I really was pushing the boundaries with a song like this, you know. And it's not three songs that are all sewn together. I wrote this song to be like it is, to have distinct parts where it shifted and changed and was provocative and also it sounds like it is. It's about a, a, a toxic relationship that's fractured and falling apart. And the song sounds like a fight. It sounds like different perspectives, different moods clashing with one another. I like that. You know, this this is when it was written. I mean, decades before this album. So that's where my head was at. And I've done this on. I know that some songs I do are just like that. They just like that's where I want to be when the Christ comes from my album, The Five and Dime. It just has an inner turmoil, kind of a clash between parts that also makes it good. The turmoil is what makes it interesting. So Bovine Swine, this is the only song that's an old song on this record. This record was new songs. I either wrote them just before I decided to put this album out, or I wrote them in order to finish the album. But they were all fairly written in basically the same period of time, over about a year, I would say, except Bovine Swine, which was written years before. And we played it. Avenue Out played it a lot at clubs like Madame Wong's West and Club Lingerie we played at, and a lot of the clubs in LA. So we were mainstays at Madame Wong's West. Anyway, that's Bovine Swine. There is also a video of this, a rock video with footage of it. But the video you're going to see below is just auto-generated. All you'll see is the album cover, and you'll hear this song, Bovine Swine. Let me tell you, this is one song that I really wanted to re-record. I tried it a cappella style when I was doing the album, which eventually became Trilogy a cappella. It was released as Grandma's Gone Punk and other all-time a cappella hits. But then it was remastered and repackaged as Trilogy a cappella. So I tried to do Bovine Swine a cappella, but it was just too much. It was too advanced. It was too difficult. It was beyond my abilities as a singer. So I told myself, when I can, I'm going to do this song again. And I skipped, when I went to my subsequent album, was the folk album, which is now called Trilogy Folk, which was sort of a follow-up to the a cappella album, also because it used a lot of old songs. It relied on old tunes. And I skipped it because I knew that Bovine Swine was not going to be good enough. It wasn't going to be good acoustically. An acoustic reading wouldn't be good enough. A cappella didn't work, and I knew acoustic wouldn't work. I waited until I had good, electric guitars, basses, drums, keyboards. I waited till I had those things so I could really do it justice. And this is one of my old songs that I really waited until I could do it right. And so I did it on this album, The Wendy Theory. The song is called Bovine Swine. Won't you check it out? The link is below. You can check out the whole album on YouTube by searching for the complete album of The Wendy Theory, or go to the overview webisode of this installment of Track by Track, and there'll be a link there to the whole album. Check it out. Enjoy it. Tomorrow is the last song on this record, the last song of this analysis, or if you're watching this as a rerun, it's the next song on this playlist. Or the next video on the playlist. So check it out. Enjoy. Tune in again. And until then, bye, Mary.